Hello everybody, it's your girl Asia from Roommates Fangirl channel. I am back today with another video. Welcome back to my channel. I'm on here. Today is necessarily not a rant. It's me feeling like I just want to come on here and really talk about Zoe's sexual assault case and why I feel like her sexual assault storyline is probably the best sexual assault storyline Degrassi has ever written. I feel like her sexual assault storyline was a tad bit darker. And I like that out of all the sexual assault storylines that they wrote in Degrassi, I actually like that hers actually got justice. Because in season 4 for Degrassi, it always makes me so upset that Paige did not get any justice for her sexual assault. Even after this nigga basically admitted to her face that yes, he know that he sexually assaulted her that night. And it's like, why the fuck did you not just say that in court? And the lady, I don't even know what they call them, but in court, the lady was basically trying to victim blame Paige into saying she knew what was going on that night. She basically wanted everything to happen. So with Zoe, I actually like that she actually got justice for what happened to her that night. I like that it was, I like the storyline for Zoe, but I would say this, I liked it for Becky too. I like that Becky was between a rock and a hard place. Like, do she want to snitch and tell on her brother? And it's like, do she want to do what's good for the best of her family? Is she going to lie for the best of her family because that's what everybody else wanted her to do? But I actually like that Becky, did the right thing. Because at the end of the day, she was the one who saw the video on her brother's phone. So it's like, regardless if she got on that stand under oath and lied, she still saw the video. She saw how badly drunk Zoe was. So she can't get on that stand and say, yeah, she consented. When the videos, and it's more than one video that they took. There's like videos of them not only having her in the pool house, but I don't know if it's just me, but in the videos, it looked like she was crawling on the floor, like it looked like they was like, I can't really explain it, but it looked like she was crawling like in the pool. Like it looked like she was in more areas in the home than just the pool house. Maybe it's the way that the videos were taken, but how the videos were shot, it looked like there was a video where she was like on the ground talking to them, drunk as fuck, and then it was a video where she was laying on the floor crawling, and then it was another video where she was laying down on the thing that she woke up in the pool house, right? You cannot look at those videos with Zoe and say she consented. They were completely violating her, touching her, grooming her up, filling her legs up and down, touching her lips in the most disgusting, violating way. Them niggas sexually assaulted her, period. There's no other way to say it. You can't look at that video and say, oh yeah, she consented. Nah. And I liked it that she got justice, and it really fucking bothers me that everybody victim blame her. Especially in the court cases episode. Everyone victim blame her. I don't know how the fuck Zoe was still Frankie's friend after this bitch was the main ones who victim blame her. She was the main one who victim blamed her in the court case. So it was just funny to me that after everything that happened between them in the court case, she was still willing to be this bitch friend. I was like, I would never be no bitch friend who really should have been there for me as a friend, but instead you victim blame me and basically said that I wanted this to happen. She tried to say, oh, she was walking around the party drunk, saying that she wanted to, do things with boys, but she was drunk when she said that. And the lawyer basically tried to say that she cried rape because she had sex with two boys at the same time. No, Zoe was completely out of it. And you can look at the video and you can tell that she was out of it. And that reporter misquoted her when she told her what happened. So, I don't know. And I feel like in this episode specifically, I feel like damn, what's the name of the episodes was like? I think they call it Unbelievable when we find out what happened after the party. You really can see the actress who plays Zoe. I feel like her acting really shined bright in this episode and Believe Part 1 and Part 2. I feel like her acting really shined bright. I think she did a really good job. And I always love the scene in Believe Part 2 when the lawyer was like, oh, Zoe could have consented. And then Becky said no, she couldn't, and she asked her how would she know, because her brother said she never did. She never said yes. I always love that scene. That scene always gives me chills. Even me talking about it right now is giving me chills because he's dumb. You're asking your sister to lie on the stand when you told her this morning you basically never asked for consent. You and your friend sexually assaulted her. How can you sit here and try to say it was consensual by her basically saying, oh, she never said no. Oh, she was saying, she kept asking us, was she sexy? Like, it was just crazy. Like, Zoe's episodes are very, very dark. They're very, very good. It's just crazy. Like I said, I liked that, they picked her because, she was the mean girl and everything like that. But I like, even after she was sexually assaulted, it didn't necessarily change her character. If anything, it made her more of a bitch, for real, because she got tired of being seen as a victim. So it's like, when she got on Power Chair, it was to protect her feelings, right? Because she got tired of seen as a victim. But when Paige got sexually assaulted, or Darcy, you see it affected them completely different. Darcy wanted to get away. She did not want to be in a town that just triggered so much pain and caused her a lot. So she figured, you know what, I'm gonna go to college early. I'm gonna go travel the world. I'm gonna go to Africa, things like that. She got away. Even though she never saw the person's face who took that away from her, she wasn't able to have sex with someone she loved while she was married. It was that was taken from her. Darcy acted her ass off in season 7. That was her fucking season. And like I said, they picked her because she was boring, and we needed to see more from her. And I feel like Darcy really acted her ass off in that storyline. She did a great job. Paige did too. With Paige, it stopped making her the mean girl. She became a really good person. She became a good friend, a good boyfriend. And like I said, she was giving people time of days that she never would have. Like, she was actually saying hi to JT. She would, say hi to Toby. These are people she never would have said anything to if she was still that mean girl. Yeah, but getting sexually assaulted, it completely changed her whole mindset. Like, I always loved that, she told JT what happened. And I always liked that he went in the gym and beat the fuck out of the dude, or, basically try to beat him up. Because JT was just that nigga. He was always there for the girls. He would do anything for the girls. I love that about him. But with Zoe, it didn't change anything about her, which is something that always bothered me. Like, because I would say when it comes to Mean Girls, I think she was the best Mean Girl in Degrassi because she just stayed a bitch. Whenever, like, after what happened to her, she stayed a bitch. She never grew, none of that. I never really cared about Holly J, for real, for real. So when people say she has the best female character development, I never really cared about Holly J. And for her, it's like, what really changed her? Being with Declan? Because that's what I feel like when I watched season 9 or 8, whenever they started dating. I think it's 9. I think her being with Declan changed her perspective, because she really was a shitty person. And she was a shitty friend, too. So, well, with Zoe, I wish they would have done something where we got to know her more as a character. And I wish that was something they would have done. Instead, we just know at the end of season 14 in the Degrassi Next class that she was into girls. Like I said, I think they did that to cover up us knowing her as a character. But I wish we would have known her more as a character. Because like I said, she had to be perfect. She had to be all this. She had to be that. She couldn't be who she wanted to be because she was on a standard. And I wish we just got to know her more as a character. But I definitely feel like Zoe had the best sexual assault storyline in Degrassi. She had a really good storyline. She came out, she acted her ass off, showed what she can do. And she got justice. And I always liked that. She got justice. And she absolutely deserved it, because people was trying to victim blame her, and I hated that. That victim blaming shit really, really pissed me off. And the court cases episodes, they really rubbed me the wrong way, because it's like, how can anybody even, it's just ignorance around the world. People say that all the time. Oh, when you get drunk, you try to say, oh, somebody did this to you. But it's like, if you know you didn't consent, why would I make something up? There are people out here who do lie about sexual assault, but it's like, if this shit really happened to me, why the fuck would I make it up? And not only that, I always wonder in the court cases, why didn't Zoe ever bring it up on a stand that Becky's brother basically admitted to doing what he did to her. Y'all remember that scene in the part 2 episode when her video came out? Y'all remember when he came to her right in the gym and basically told her she need to shut the whole thing down. She need to stop telling everybody that she was sexually assaulted. She wanted to have fun with them, and that's what happened. And she said, "You're the one from the video." And he said, "Yeah, you wanted to fool around." He said, "Don't ruin my life because you did something and now you regret it." Why didn't nobody ever bring that up, that he basically admitted that he did that to her? I wonder how come they didn't bring it up. Did they forget that he basically told on himself? He told on him and his friend. It wasn't the video that got him in trouble, or like that made Becky feel like, oh yeah, it was you who did this to her, or it was your friend who did this to her. He told Zoe that he did it. He told Zoe that him and his friend took advantage of her while she was drunk. The fuck? For fun. So I wonder why didn't they ever bring that up in the court case, but whatever. So yeah, I think Zoe had the best sexual assault storyline in Degrassi. That's just my opinion. A little side note, there is something I do want to get off my chest though. You already know, I watched season 14 and I just need to say what the fuck needs to be said. I just watched the episode, right, of the Degrassi, not Degrassi News, but after I watched the episode after 5 started part 1 and part 2. Why the fuck Tristan gonna tell Zoe that it's unfair that she has to go to court and look to see if she might be on parole or go to jail for the Degrassi News, and all the other girls just get detention? I was like, Anna, oop, what you mean it's unfair? Bitch, she was behind it. She was the ringleader. What do you mean? Why do they all get off the hook? I mean, they're victims. So why would they go to jail or get on parole or be on house arrest because they were forced to do something by her? She forced all them girls to send naked pictures. That is none of their fault. So messing with that shit, he blew me when he said, and they get off, left off the hook. He gonna say that's unfair. Bitch, how is that unfair? Because of what Zoe did, what she did, she got Principal Simpson suspended. I don't know if he ever comes back as a principal. I don't watch season 14. I didn't even know he got suspended or fired. I'm thinking like they got a whole new principal. Where the fuck did that even come from? What? I didn't even know about any of that. This is just how this season is just everywhere. Because of Zoe did what she did, they were no longer allowed to have their phones in school. It's security cameras watching their every move. They were no longer allowed to show public displays of affection. Are you kidding me? And you try to sit here and say, why did she get left off the hook? No, everything that she did is her fault on why y'all don't no longer have freedom to use your phones when and when y'all want to. So miss me talk about, oh, all them bitches got left off the hook. They're victims. They were forced to send naked pictures against their will, by the way. So miss me with that. Miss me. And y'all know I always talk about Drew's character. Watching season 14, it really pisses me off that they really used him as a plot device. I watched the episode where he's jealous because Becky is with Jonah or she has a crush on him. She basically used him. She used Drew just so whatever she wanted to do with Jonah could get approved. To make, and it makes no sense because in the episode she was telling Imogen and Jack that she liked Drew, but then she told Drew to his face that she didn't like him. It's like, what, girl? You make no sense. She just told these bitches that she liked him, and then she tells him to his face that she doesn't like him. Like, bitch, you make no sense. I'm over it. And then, Drew being the Scorpio that he is, he lied to the principal and said that he caught Jonah and Becky making out, and now they had the tension and yada, 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 and then they kissed in front of him to make him jealous. Like, it really pisses me off that at this point, they were just using Drew as a plot device. It's like, can y'all name a storyline Drew had in season 13 or 14 on his own that had nothing to do with a female? They just put this nigga in relationships. If not relationships, they just put him in plot devices around females. I'm over it. Like, why? Like, why couldn't he just have his own fucking storylines? Like, it always bothered me that Degrassi didn't want him to. It's like, why did Degrassi not want to do drug abuse storylines anymore? And I always say this, and this is going to be the last thing I say, and I'm done. When he was on the pills, right, abusing his pills, because his doctor felt like he was going through the pills way too fast and he didn't want to subscribe him anymore. Zoe was, buying drugs from the gang to give them to Drew. I feel like instead of putting him in a relationship with her or him having any type of involvement with her, why didn't they just give Drew a drug storyline, right? I would have enjoyed that because I feel like at this point, Degrassi stopped doing important storylines. And I feel like for Drew's character, that would have been great for him because he was abusing drugs, to sleep, right? He was trying to sleep because he couldn't sleep because he kept thinking about Adam. And, you could get addicted to pills and things like that. It's like, why didn't they just do that? Instead, y'all put him in a relationship that nobody asked for. Y'all put him in a storyline with Zoe that nobody asked for. Like, why do that? Then you put him in a storyline with Claire that nobody asked for. You put him in this pregnancy storyline that nobody asked for. You put him with Becky like nobody asked for. You got him in an on and off relationship with Becky. Like, what are we doing at this point? Why are we doing this? Like, why? It really bothers me that Drew just stopped getting character storylines. And it's like, in season 14, the only senior that mattered was Claire. She was the only one who got storylines. Allie got no storylines. Dallas doesn't even get any screen time. When I see Allie, I don't even see that nigga. It's like, does he even exist? So, he got paid to do what? He got paid to just be on a set? Because what the fuck did he do? Y'all, I know y'all probably get tired of me always talking about Drew's character, but it just bothers me that he just don't get no storylines. Like, you have characters in season 14 who got more storylines than him, and I don't give a fuck about them. Becky got more storylines than him. Imogen got more storylines than him. Jack got more storylines than him. Frankie, Winston, Lola, who else is it? Jonah. There's so many more characters in this season I do not give a fuck about who got way more storylines than he did, and he has been a supporting character that is, a OG character that is, since season 10. You got me all the way fucked up. Are you kidding me? They got more storylines than he did. I don't give a fuck about Imogen. I don't. And the only thing I can say when I watched season 14 with Imogen is that if that was the Imogen and Eli got more storylines than him, and he was brought back just to be put back into a relationship with Claire. He got more storylines than Drew. And think about it, he's not even a fucking student at Degrassi no more. So how is he getting more storylines than anybody in that bitch? Make it make sense. And the one thing that's irritating as fuck to me, I promise y'all, this is the last thing I'm gonna say, and I'm about to clock the fuck out because I'm really fucking annoyed. I don't even know why I'm watching this season when I know it irritates the fuck out of me. If Imogen and Eli were mature like they are in this season where they can sit and have conversations, this is the Imogen and Eli I would not have been against had they been a couple. Because in season 14, when they have to die and they talking and shit like that, they are so fucking cute. Allie gets on my motherfucking nerves. I cannot stand Allie in season 14. Do y'all know? So, I was watching the episode where Imogen told Eli that Drew wasn't a father. He was, right? And I'm in my head thinking, like, how the fuck would Imogen know that Eli is the father? She's not friends with Claire. She's not friends with Allie. She's not friends with Jenna. She don't even interact with them hoes, even though they all like to say they all friends. This bitch said she overheard Allie and Jenna talking in the bathroom about Eli being a dad and Drew not. I'm thinking, like, why is it whenever Claire tell Allie something, why the fuck does she think it is okay or appropriate to go and tell her business? Claire is not friends with Jenna. Them bitches don't have no type of conversations. I can't remember them hoes even sitting down and talking like they're friends. And they don't. Jenna and Connor gets like no fucking screen time at all in season 14. I have not seen them once in this season. I haven't seen them at all. So her bringing her name up off top is like, what the fuck? That doesn't make sense. The last time you see Jenna Connor get any ounce of screen time is season 13. Season 14, they don't even fucking exist. You don't really see them until the prom episodes and graduation. It's like, really? Okay. When Imogen said she overheard Allie and Jenna talking, it pissed me off because it's like, why is it whenever Claire tell Allie something, why does she run her mouth and tell the next person? Claire tell Allie something, and then everything. Then next thing you know, everyone and their mama know Claire's business. Like, why are you telling these bitches my business? I'm not friends with them. It's the same shit in season 12. Claire tell Allie why her and Eli broke up. Claire's Allie telling Jenna. The fuck? It's like, bitch, why you telling my business? Claire tell Allie that the baby ain't Drew's. Guess what Allie do? She run off. She tell Jenna. She tell Dallas. It's like, why are you telling these bitches my business? Motherfucking blabbermouth. Ugh, Allie irritating as fuck. That shit just pissed me off because it's like, how would Imogen know? She's not friends with none of them bitches. I'm irritated. I'm done talking about this. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I can't talk about this shit anymore. Even though I keep saying I can't, I know I'm gonna keep talking about this because, like I said, there's shit in this season I haven't noticed that is pointing out to me that's just irritating as fuck. But like I said, I think Zoe has the best sexual assault storyline out of all the females. It was darker, and I like that she actually got justice. As far as Tristan, felt like it was unfair for her to get more in trouble than the girls. Bitch, you need to wake up because she was behind all of it. So shut the fuck up. I'm out of here. I can't keep talking about this foolishness. See y'all on my next rant.